Alright everybody, welcome back to another Pilferpup live art stream here on YouTube. Sorry, I had to finish, I went to go, well, I'm late, first of all. I'm sorry, I'm like an hour late. It's not my fault. Well, actually, it's my fault, but I had to go get a shelf unit. A shelving unit from my buddy's house. And while I was walking through and he was like he was taking a nap and he left YouTube on. And I was gonna show him one of my videos, and I was like, "Oh hey, you're not subscribed," and subscribe. But yeah, it was funny. So I got the shelving unit, and then I rushed back here, and then I did my Bible study real quick, and then here I am. Here we are, guys. We're back. We're doing it live again, a little bit later than usual, but hey, you know what? It all works out, all the same. All right. Thus is life. I don't know if you guys have been checking it out, but I have all these sweet thumbnails now for my videos, and they look very nice. Also, this is part 4. Final chapter prologue. Thank you again, Zombie, if you're here, which you're probably not. Yeah, so thank you, Zombie, for the Nier Automata soundtrack. What's it called? Reference? Recommendation. I appreciate it. It's a really good choice of music, and it's been really fun. But let me let people know that I am stramming, Jiminy jamming. Welcome! It's always a pleasure, guys. I really appreciate you showing up, because it's always fun to have people here. Fantastic. Yeah, I was letting my buddy know. she texted me and she's like, "Hey, you look thinner. You know, your face looks slimmer." I was like, "What are you talking about? I've been eating 2 weeks ago, I went on a diet and I was eating nothing but salads and just chicken, and then I stopped working out because I got lazy and I was writing and dealing with other stuff. And then 2 weeks later, she's like, "Hey, you look thinner." I was like, "What are you talking about? I still weigh the same amount. I keep weighing myself after all the stuff that I've been doing." And so today I checked and I was like, "Oh, I lost 10 pounds. That's awesome." It's actually it's really gratifying, all right, when you put effort into something and it pays off. Unlike my stream where it's been 6 months and I've gotten 5 subscribers and lost 5 subscribers in that time, and it's just so funny. But yeah, the art improvement is paying off clearly, because this looks super nice. It looks very nice, very good. Just letting everybody know that the stream's up. Oops, wrong channel. I'll close all this, I think. All right. Calix, welcome back, friend. I still need to draw your Lalafell, I'm sorry. And your Mikote, that's in the works. Bill Cypher, welcome back, friend. It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure seeing you guys. I appreciate that. I know, I'm sorry. I started a little bit later tonight because pulling out the chat. That way the video feed doesn't slow my computer. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I started a little later because I had to go get a shelving unit from my friend's house. Anyways, drawing Malafil. You don't need to, it's fine. Do what you having fun with. I still need to pay you to help me. Oh yeah, with Calvin. Yeah, whenever you want, friend. It's no hurry. Well, I still plan to sketch you and Chrono's characters, because I like doing, I guess like request night or something, or like fan night. I want to do that once a week where I choose like a topic, and then if you're involved in that topic, you can join in, and then I'll sketch and like do little drawings and stuff for those people, just for that one night. It'll be fun. Charmant Arts, welcome. Pleasure to meet you. I think you've been here before. Did you just start the stream? Yeah, Drake. It's a little bit later. Oof, says Bill Cipher with his energetic. I don't know, whatever. Get rid of this, because as much as I like that, it's not what I want. I do like her head tilted back there a little bit. This might need to be a little bit. Come on. This need to be like this. Probably, but whatever. I guess I get it. I was giving freebie stories out for a bit, usually just short 1,000 word stories I was using as warm-ups. Yeah, that's actually really smart. That's not a bad idea. I'm actually going to use that idea, Calix. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's okay, I just got home. Very nice. And then I got behind schedule now. Like, oh gosh. No more freebies till I'm caught up. Yeah. And then I take a 10-story commission. This is not how we get caught up. Yeah, I hear you. That's it's you really gotta know yourself, and I'm sure you do. I would hope so. Because when I was working on my last commission with Zender, doing my own stuff while working on his commission helped a lot, because it loosened me up and made me more comfortable with what I was working on. Because I get really stressed out when I work on commissions, because, you know, I want to do the best possible work for the people who take interest in me as a person. You know, it really means a lot, and though that could easily just become like a blanket statement and something that really doesn't, that could just be meaningless. You know, like you printed it so you can put it on your wall, and so did he, and that means more to me than even the money itself, and it makes the work that I put into it pay off in a way that like money cannot justify, you know, be it $1,000 or $3,000 or even, you know, the 100 or 200 that I charge. The fact that you guys decide to put it in your house that other people can see means more than that. You know, the money does help, don't get me wrong. It helps get that initial start, but the point being that I appreciate it, and that, you know, that is that. I guess I'll just do that. And then I got behind schedule, and now, oh yeah, I still feel empty, but my day was good. Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm glad and also sorry. Cypher. Time heals emotional wounds. Well, I guess all wounds. Time heals all wounds, little brother. That's a Scott Pilgrim reference. The sister says that to him. But it is true. It's just remember that, you know, given it'll honestly take like months. But just remember, in a few months, you'll be fine. You'll get over it, and then you'll be a new strong body. In the same way that muscle like needs to heal, as I was discussing earlier to myself, because it was before you guys showed up. You know, it takes that time for that muscle to heal, but it heals back stronger, and that's kind of like an absolute law in life itself, is like anything that has pain. Yeah, and I'm just reiterating, because hopefully it'll make you feel a little bit better. I don't know. It's whatever. But it's an absolute law that anything that is painful, when after you endure it and it heals, you heal stronger. You know, people, do you know Dewey? I do know Dewey. This is Dewey. But that's it's something to keep in mind for the tough times, you know, little bits of wisdom. I'm not saying this for me, all right? I'm saying it for you. I want you to feel better, friend. Hello, Burning. It's good to see you again. I blew it up giant on my wall. It looks so good. I looked at Odin after it and said, yep, I'm gonna shrink you again and get another thing like this sometime. You're like, ew. That should be your iconic, like, character. Or maybe, like, you personally, Calyx, should be like, if, you know, to coincide with your, like, shrinking endeavors, I guess. You know how, like, characters have these signature things? I feel like that would be yours. I don't want to cover her cheek, because her cheek is so cute. I'll do this. She's like, yeah, I'm a cutie pie. What of it, friend? Oh, she needs to be, like, side tilted. Well, this is alright. She just might need to be a little bit thinner on the side. No, because this has to come down like that. So that's fine. I think this just needs to go like that. For her armpit. There we go, like this. My day was well, thank you. It's Super Bowl, so at work it was pretty slow, which was nice. But I hate when it's slow. I always have to keep busy, and that's how I keep out of trouble. And I do get in trouble when I get bored. It's like really, really bad. My mind goes crazy, which is why I'm always toiling. Burning one. It's always a pleasure. To be fair, Calyx gets shrunk more than he gets others shrunk. Oh, fair enough. They showed SpongeBob at the Super Bowl. Did he do his was it the thing? The Squidward episode thing? Cuz I know that was like a whole, like, people were trying to get that to be a thing. Because Squidward, or not Squidward, the creator of SpongeBob died. So if so, that's awesome. Boy, I need some milk. I'll have to check that out. I need to play her theme song real quick so I can get into the mood. Civil... No. This is a pretty nice song. What is it? It's Bravely. Civil War country. Bravely default. Yeah. This is the theme song for this drawing. Yes, it was the Squidward episode where SpongeBob sings "Sweet Victory" or whatever it's called. Oh, that's heartfelt. That's like really, really cool. What the heck? Where is it? It's this one, yeah. It's like, oh, okay. Oops. It's like over here. I know I'm tired because I can't place this song, despite having heard it a million times. It's Bravely Default. It's one of the city themes. It's just really good. It pulls out the emotion of this piece that I'm working on for some reason. So whenever that happens with an art piece, I try to use it as like a way to remember the feels of the piece, and that's what's happening in short. Go Necromancer, yeah. You're gonna rasp. I don't know what rasp is. Plankton's like, I will make a song Sweet Victory when I make this song at maximum overdrive. Ah! Might need to be longer like this. Rasp, rasp, rasp. That's how what rasping is. Alright, back to Nier. Back to that good old Nier music. This is a pretty song, but it's making me tired. Quiet vocals. Medium vocals. Dynamic vocals. Alright. So now that I have this, I can do this. At least I don't have that problem with my stylus that I had last night. That drove me insane. I think I put a collar on her too, in like a not weird way. I just mean like she's wearing a collar. I'll do that separately. Whew. What's up, Taylor? We got a special song for you, friend. A song that I chose just for you. Special song right here. It's just for you, Taylor. Cake wedding! I'm working on this Migate no Taller. The frick? You okay? I was gonna say you lie. Ooh, oh. Very nice. I like this. It's really good, really good. I love it. I like these shoulders right here. One's a little bit higher. Make sure that there's a reason for it, because it does look good. I like this shoulder here. But if this one's gonna drop down and this one's up, then that means that this one has to go like this. And because this one's closer, I'd do it a little bit out here. And then make sure to, I'd exaggerate the poses. So if there's an idea for a pose that you want, do the extreme version first. Do it like as over exaggerated as possible and then reel it back. Or alternatively, do it the way you normally did, like you have here, and then push it further. So you meet that middle ground, because like I always say, you want that space between like body parts, because that's part of acting and like part of making a nice silhouette. Is like it's really easily readable because there's a space between those spots. So if I do this, and then I have this here, and then you have the jacket, let's say like this, you'll have all this open space right here, and that looks good. I like the this thing here. Maybe curve that finger a little bit like that. And then you can do like this, or like this. There we go. And then have her jacket go around like that. But it's just like, you know, little things to accentuate those ideas that you have in your head, and that'll be really nice. But this looks awesome. I love the way it is so far, and I like that you reeled back this horn to line up with that ear, and this thing lines up with this here. So that's looking really good, and the hair as well. Do that. Very nice, Taylor. I love it. I love it. 1,000 out of 10. Oh, I love this song. Broken. Broken, that looks amazing. I'm gonna show that in a second. Let me finish showing Taylor's stuff real quick. This is really good, Taylor. There's a lot of energy and the feel of it's really nice. Also, I like this this little thing that you did here. Where it goes like this. Yeah, that's awesome. It's like powering up, like, so that's really nice. To accentuate again that pose, you have the shoulders, and then those arms, they come in. So they need to go in like this before they go out like that. So you go like this, and then they come in, and then those arms go out like this, like this, and it looks awesome. So you were there, you were 90% there, and it still looks good. Oops, sorry. Boobs! That nice body going like this. And then you can have the outfit like going nuts. You can just do like crazy energy with that outfit, and that'll look so fun. It'll be a little hard because you're still trying to like figure out the body as well as like how cloth works. At that point, you'd do the body first, so you'd be like, you know, like this, and you can do like boobs, and then you can be like hips, like this. And then around that you can put the outfit that you would normally do, which would be probably something like this, right? And then you'll be like, oh, but I want it to be like crazy, right? So then you could just be like, bleh! And then it doesn't even matter because there's so much energy, it'll be all over the place. So you could just be as exaggerated as you want with that. And then make sure that the arms are the forefront of that though, because the core idea of the piece is that you have here is the pose with the energy, right? So everything else after that is to make that idea look better. So if the pose is this, you know, like this part right here, then that you need to be able to see all of that first, and then the outfit can accentuate the energy or that pose by pulling in and having it, because her arms are together, it's gonna have that crease and like that tucked in part, and then it's gonna fly off all over the place because there's all that energy. But this is awesome, Taylor. It's really good. And then you have that. I like the face, and I like the eyebrows, and the hair going all nuts is really fun, and I like these things right here. That looks really good. I love it, Taylor. 1,000 out of 10. Let me check the chat real quick. I'm working on the, oh yeah, he's in the fridge. Wow, wow, that's cat. I like this one too. It's gonna need a little bit more practice, but it's definitely in the right direction. I see that 3/4 angle that you're doing here, which is really, if you're not natural to doing that, it's a little bit harder, or it's a lot harder rather, because I see you doing the straight ahead really well. But that 3/4 angle's a lot harder because things get pulled in unless you're doing a specific style like I have here. It ends up being like turned but also flat, but like correctly proportioned, so there's more specificities, extras, what's the word for it? There's a lot of kind of like extra details, I guess, to how that functions, but keep practicing with it. because once you get it, it feels like super nice to do that. What I recommend for the 3/4 angle is looking up photography first and foremost, because if I do 3/4 photography face, if I do something like, this is a really good one, something like this, you'll see that there's like these eyes right here. This eye goes like this, right? But this one, even though it does the same thing, it's more like that than being like this, like that. So you'll have that, and then normally you won't do like these little details unless you want to be like a very specific type. But for you, I think you do like more of an anime. So you'll do like the forehead coming down, and then you'll do that cheekbone, which is this part right here, like this, and they tend to accentuate it based on like your style, and then you have that chin, however you want to do, and you have it like that, and then you'll have the nose like this, and then there's the smoochy lips, like you have it where it has that kind of corner right here, and the eyes, which I do like this, or in this case double eyes, double eyeballs, and then those eyebrows, which are just an extension of this right here, kind of goes like this, right, like that, and then that way when you do this stretches up like that. But anyways, that's how that works. But that's a good way to practice, is so you understand all of that. I don't like that song because I don't like those characters. We're gonna play Ruby Rider instead. Wow. I'm glad you can keep up because I talk pretty fast. I'm more like continuing to give you the general idea, and whatever sticks is fine, whatever doesn't is fine. You progress fast enough that it doesn't matter too much. The idea is you keep practicing. So don't get disheartened, which I don't think you do anyways, which is why I love teaching you things. I'm like, throw all this stuff, whatever you catch cool, and you're like, cool man, thanks, and you just like, you just run off, and you're like, okay, bye Taylor. They're like, I'll be back later. I'm gonna go draw more. This is really good. Oh, she's got the thing through it. You showed me this one. It was really good. This expression's really nice. Make sure the nose and the schnoz and the ahs, the eye, and the nose line up. Top of ear with the eye, bottom ear with the nose. You did really good here. I think this one was before you did a little more effort with that. So this looks really good. That's one thing that I want you to get like knocked out, like looking really good. This thing here, really nice, Taylor. I like this. This one looks great. I like that silhouette where it kind of hooks out. We talked about that last time, where it hooks out and then goes around. Because if you break down that head shape, it goes like this, and then it goes like that, and around like this, which is like a very simple shape but looks really nice. Because you have straights and curve, straight, curve. You can do maybe like that and then a little bit of a curve there, and it looks like a tooth. But yeah, it'll look very nice. And then we got Broken Heart. Broken Hearted. Oh, so sad. With the sweetest friggin' piece ever. Your art style is so nice, Broken Heart. I love it. I love it. 1,000 out of 10. Nani? Keep drawing or I'll fight you. No, don't beat me up. What a rude boy. Broken Hearted. Your art's so good. I can't even necessarily critique this just because you have such a specific style that's like to you in particular, and I don't want to tread on that at all. So I'm just gonna say it. Very nice. I'm on the stream, but I'm not gonna speak. No worries, bud. The song's for babies, so I'm gonna change it because I don't care. Animal Crossing. 1 hour of relaxing Animal Crossing music. Oh, this one's pretty good. I don't want that song in the poopy version though. I like the remix of it. It's this one that I think I just clicked on that I don't care about. This one. Nani? How's your art doing, Froggy? Art is pain? Yeah, it is. It's true. It's why only some people can endure. Only some people can handle it. Because it is, like, oftentimes not very rewarding. And you have to kind of decide what that reward is on your own, which is really important. Like, what are you working for? If it's for money, it's going to be very hard. Unless you're, like, really good at marketing. And that's really good. But for every strength, there's, like if you ever feel like your art doesn't live up to somebody else's that you know, you have to take into consideration like other stuff you do as a person and every other qualities you have. Because I know I have a lot of friends that are like, oh, you draw better than me, and I'm like, yeah, but you also do all this other stuff. You go out and do all these other things, or you're really good at this, or you know, you're really good at this, or you have your degree in whatever, and you have to take that into consideration because it's like very different people with very different strengths and weaknesses. And it's very important to remember that. Like one of the mentors in the Discord, he's fantastic, like as an artist, and he like practices with what's it called, Blizzard artists, right? But he has like other weaknesses, you know, so it's important to keep that in mind. I'm not gonna say what they are because it's, you know, it's between him and himself. That song was very, oh geez, I don't care about that song at all. What about Aladdin, Prince Ali? I don't care about enough of Steven Universe to justify listening to any of these songs or trying new songs. What about Skeletor's Origin? I guess we're just going back to Nier. What was that one that I really liked? Some All's pretty good. Oh, this one, The Burn. This song is really good. There we go. As Draws, welcome friend. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks for saying that you're new, so I know, because half the time I'm like, I'm pretty sure you've been here or not. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate that. Heart. It's a pleasure to meet you. Apparently you draw, which obviously it says in your name. Hello, new. I am Frog. Nice to meet you, Frog. I am new. Very nice. What kind of stuff do you draw as draws? I'm gonna have to check out your stuff. Let me see what you got. Let me see that good stuff. Oh, your stuff's so good! It's so cute. This is awesome. Dang, you have a lot of stuff. This is really cool. Nice thumbnails, by the way. These are great. I love your style. This is awesome. Very cool. Very nice. I love your style and your colors are great too. That's awesome. Keep it up. Keep it up, bud. It's a pleasure to meet you. A flip-a-clip animator. Very nice, very nice. Do you have any sonas that you particularly enjoy? That would be best. I definitely recommend getting a tablet, like a Wacom or a Cintiq. And there's cheaper versions out there. I think like some of the cheaper ones are 100, but it's worth it if you have like a computer. Better than a Photoshop animator. Yeah. Hey, I'm a Photoshop animator. Even though I have nothing to back that up with, because I haven't shown you what I'm working on. Because it's this character, but animated, so I want to dress her before I, you know, work on it publicly. Otherwise, it's kind of weird. Well, I guess, I don't know. It's something that I'm not fully comfortable with yet. So I'm trying to do this, and so it's like, this is parallel to this. There we go. This goes like this. Mayoshi Takedo from the Tic-Tac-Toe meme. Very cool. I'll have to check that out after. Is it in one? Oh, okay. The video you're referencing is the Tic-Tac-Toe meme. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Takedo. How I shade on Flip-a-Clip. It's one of these bad boys. Lasagna, that's so good. I'm trying to see if I can find. Is it also the Panic Room meme? Is it that guy with the wings? Like a brown cat? It's so cute with green eyes. I'll have to check it out after. Oh, this, my Raraferu. It's like baby Legend of Zelda. Baby Link. Bab Link. Fair enough. Oh, okay. That character is a gift. So when I do this... As this first. Oof, so hard. There we go. And then this has to overlay these two. Yeah. And it goes like right here. Right here. Yeah. If you ever want to collab, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Asd draws ASD. Asd. How do you pronounce it? Asd. I'm definitely gonna have to look through your stuff after. It looks pretty interesting. I always like meeting new artists. That's like one of the long story. That's one of the reasons I started drawing. Turns out artists don't always like to meet other people. So imagine me very brokenhearted when I go through all this work to like, oh man, you know, I really want to meet more people. I'm an extrovert, which means I like going out and meeting people. And then they're always like, oh, hi. They're like all shy. I'm like, no, befriend. They're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, no, please. Like letter by letter. Letter by letter? Oops. This needs to go actually this way. There we go, like this. Froggy also, Frog50 also animates. If you're interested, you could definitely check out his channel. Yeah, it's Perda Swat. Especially if you want to learn some like anime tips and tricks. No, I don't like using that terminology. That dirty, gross terminology. Like, not critiques. What's the right word? Some... What's the word I'm looking for, guys? I don't know, some like helpful advice, maybe? Oh, so this is lower, I think is the problem, is it goes down here. And then this goes down here. Right. But this actually goes like that. Yeah, Locus. Locus is a good song. Thing is, I'm broke in 15, so can't really afford a computer drawing. Yeah, I hear you there. Get a job soon though. Awesome. I love meeting new artists too. That's why I join a lot of streams. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, and it's a pleasure to meet you. Yeah, if you ever want critique on work, that I do a lot of critiques for, you know, for people. Oh, we really appreciate that, bud. We really do. If you ever want anything critiqued, you know, you can let me know. Send it to me, what have you. But yeah. Oh, jeez. This is like more difficult than I want it to be. No problem, and I would love some criticism. Awesome. I'm gonna send you, if you're interested, I don't know if you have Discord. I actually have a group Discord for, you know, all this stuff. And you're welcome to join it, because you seem like a pretty down-to-earth person. What's next after Lala? I don't know, friend. But keep in mind, it is PG. If you're interested, you can join. You as well as Froggy. We try and encourage each other to, you know, You know, nothing ever rude. Very PG, and you know, all that good stuff. So if either of you are interested, you can join. However, if anything beyond PG is posted in there, I have to remove you. It's nothing personal. It's just, oh, awesome, Frog. I do have this one. Awesome. I'll send the invite. There we go. Let me know when you tadpole save. Yes, tadpole save. That's actually pretty fun. There's a few channels that are in here. It's very common courtesy, you know. Don't be rude, etc., etc. Kentaro Ikudome, just drawing some cutie anime character. Kentaro is one of the grand artists of the Discord, a mentor. If you ever have any questions, you can ask him and he'll give you a detailed explanation of all of it. Little young Yachty, that's great. Nice. And then I think Froggy, did you join yet or no? Are you gonna join Froggy? I don't know. FF14 isn't an anime. I mean, actually, it kind of is. They even made like a Netflix series for it, which was super weird, but I mean... Okay, Froggy joined you. I see you're starting. Wait, I am? I don't think so. I should have started from a thumbnail. I don't think I did that. I think her legs are too small. I mean, they do go up to like here. I think that's why they need to be like... I don't know. I can't get this perfect. I keep trying. And then I remove the link so that others can't join. No one there knows how to write a long-lasting plotline yet. Swear really wants to make anime instead of video games. It's true. And yes, I'm Lil Yachty. Well, cool. It's a pleasure. What the heck? How did I lock this? How did I lock that frame? There it is. So we have a few channels. If you want to post something that you want critiqued or just people to look at, you can put it in the actual fridge. And when I stream, after you post something in there, or just whenever, I usually go back through it from like the last one that I critiqued. And if you're in stream, just be like, hey, like I posted blah 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 in the fridge, and I'll be like, oh cool, and I'll pull it up on the stream, let everybody see it, and then I'll critique it. If you want critique, if not, let me know, because usually I'll go from like grabbing critiquing immediately. But I try to take into account like where you're at. That way I'm not like stepping on you like, ah, why doesn't this look like a real life person? And you're like, why? Because I'm not there yet. It's like, well, too bad. No, you know, and whatnot. Also, it's super cool to share your art with other people. So yeah. So yeah. An animal house, you post pictures of animals that you have. Oh, cute. So cat. If I send an animation on mine, the 2 music has bad words on it, I'll get kicked. You won't get kicked, but I would appreciate it if you don't post anything with like swearing, even though sometimes my streams have swearing on it accidentally. I'd appreciate it if you left the stuff with swearing somewhere else and posted stuff that's more like PG, because everybody here's like from, you know, 10 to 20 or 30. So we try and keep it, you know, more cartoon based. The anatomy is kind of, I mean, that's fine. Like I said, I'm never gonna critique you in a way that's not to you as an individual. I like to tailor it to the individual themselves, because like Kentaro actually put it the best way that I've heard from someone, Ikudome. It's like whether an art piece is good or not is not based on like your skill level. It's based on your personal expression of like that idea, and the level of your skill, how well you can draw a thing does not make it any lesser, which is really cool. It's super true. It's just when you get to meet other higher skilled or greater skilled artists, they get full of themselves, thinking that their journey, making it all the way up there, makes them better than you. And it's like, no. My ideas are still really important, are really cool. Yeah. In my new animation, I actually put the thumbs back. That can be kind of fun, though. It's like a little, maybe like an Easter egg or just something to play off of. I do that all the time, trust me. Like, I always have to make sure and check, because it's possible I could have put the thumb up there. I'm trying to put emphasis on line weight, which is like, if you notice on this thumb, I'm putting thicker lines on the base of it, just to make it pop out more, to make it like more interesting. And same with like some of the outfits here. You can see like the lines down here are a little bit thicker. It's one of my weaknesses that I'm trying to work on. Oh yeah, this goes back like this. This be a little bit longer, maybe. Reviews where I go live and pick out a random person to review and critique. Oh, that's awesome. That's really interesting. It's really cool too, because animation in general is like one of the harder aspects of drawing. Like, it takes a very specific kind of personality to be an animator. So if you yourself are only 15 and already doing that, that's super awesome. I wish when I was younger I would have done that. I did a lot of music videos, like editing and stuff, which was, I wish I would have kept doing that, because then I'd be much farther along than I am now. But it's all fine, I guess. I did this backwards. How sad. Play Despacito. Despacito. If you can artist, you can learn to animate. Exactly, it's true. It's like you find a pose that you like that conveys that idea. Legs, feet, sitting, like butt on the chair. And then the next pose that you want to convey that same idea, so like standing. And then you connect the two with a picture in between. So that's halfway beyond those points. And you try and add a curve to it, so that way it gets that energy from like having a nice swoop. I'm sure you know all this, but I'm just kind of like explaining to anyone who doesn't. You know, however you want to do that. I also animate, but the one that I'm working on, as I continue to let everybody know, until it's done. I'm not gonna show it. I don't want to show it and then people be like, oh, oh gosh. I used to take animation classes for practice lesson. One was the bouncy ball anime. Oh, that's really good. That's actually really good to start with. Lets you kind of practice that momentum and whatnot. Very nice. Very nice. But between doing commissions and you know, practicing, I mostly work on like a graphic novel, this like story that I've been writing for far too long. I need to just finish it at some point, but I want to look nice by the time it's done. Very nice. But yeah, so that's you'll see me doing that. If you ever have any critiques from my channel, stuff that you think would be cool or fun, let me know, because I'm always looking for ways to make it more interesting for people. I feel like too much of it is tailored towards me just working and letting people watch, and practicing and letting people watch. I'd like it if people actually got a little bit more out of it, but you know, it's not easy to figure that one out. This is too round. There we go. A little bit more weight to it. Should go maybe like this. Also, Calix, I thought you were going to bed, friend. Not that there's anything wrong with you being here. I always appreciate you. I used to take... oh yeah. It teaches movement and timing. Oh yes. Yes, exactly. To put it better than me just saying, it is a good one to start with. I agree. Yeah, I did actually, you should have, yeah. I can show you some of the animations I've done. It's just all basic stuff from an animation class that I took in college last semester. On my Twitter. Here's a cool one of a horse. A horse running. Kind of like pretty fast, so it's gonna lag a little bit. So that one's pretty cool. There's only like one repeat of it, so the clouds just bounce back and forth, but that was pretty cool. I did a bird, which was pretty nice. I like this one a lot. This one took forever because this is all on paper and pencil, right? So each frame, I had to draw those clouds slightly over, like transitioning just a little bit. And then the bird was pretty easy, surprisingly enough, because that's kind of like the energy that I tend to work with, is like that fluid like motion and flying and stuff, that dynamic kind of like visual. Oh geez, I scared myself for a second. Oh yeah, the walking cycle, this one was pretty fun. I put all these leaves like flying around. See if I can get a few more. Oh yeah, the ball throw. I actually like this one better. It just feels more fluid. But yeah, that's kind of stuff I do. Close that. Yeah, very nice. Oh. Just a second, let me change the music to something. What is this one? Byaka's alright. I'll play... Ooh, Omega! I like Omega's theme. Yes. Alright, let's see. I should have. Oh, you should have gone to bed. But instead, I decided to stare off into space and get all philosophical about my various emotional scarring backstories. Ooh, that's always fun. You can never stop yourself when you're on like a spree of what's it called? Like story development. you just gotta suck it up and work on it. I feel like I might have piled up enough to become a Dr. Doof style supervillain by now. Dr. Phil. I also did walking cycles, the hardest thing to animate. Yes, that's awesome. If you can do that, that's really nice. Lip sync is easy, but also complicated. Yeah, lining it up. Did that one too. That's really good, guys. That's so sick that you already are doing like all of those, and you're so young. Like, that's really something to be envious of. Just because, you know, when I was younger, it was, you know, I wish I could have would have pushed myself to do stuff like that. I mean, I'm not that old, but even still, I'm not an old man. Kentaro, do you have any critiques for this so far? Are her legs too short? I think they need to be a little bit higher, like up here. I'll wait till, yeah, they might need to be a little bit higher. I think it's this belt just needs to come like this. Yeah, that would do it if the belt was there. I might just put something here, because if I can cover that up, then she'll look taller. Actually, it might be these legs too. They might need to just be bigger. All of this might just need to be bigger. That's fine though. It might be one of these lines that I put in here. Yeah, like that. Get all cynical. Cynicy. Can I do that? She's going like this. Or she's going like this. Kind of like that. I think her elbow needs to come out more. Can it? I guess it goes out equally and comes back. So I could do that. But it doesn't look like it should be able to go out that far. Well, she is at an angle, so it's like, okay, so it does go back like that. Okay, cool. She's turning her hand like that. And this. Oh, it wasn't story development. I was talking about my real life emotionally scarring backstories. Aw. Hey, if you ever need someone to talk to, Calix, I'm always open, bud. Sometimes I think about them and stare off into space and get all cynical. Yeah, cynicy is the correct pronunciation. Fair enough. But I should try to go to bed. I gotta take Puck to the vet in the morning. Alright. He's been having some behavior issues and want to make sure it's not a sign of health issues. Yeah, that makes sense. But I think he's just a teenager being a brat. Ciao. See you, bud. I put a patch on my backpack for school. It's on my YouTube profile pic. Let me see. Let me see that. Ooh. Is it the little character? Or is it the ASD draws? Or is it your icon? Oh, your icon has the hand. That's awesome. Speaking of which, I'll go subscribe to you, friend. I'll have to change that up a bit. It needs to go like this. I think some of these lines are made thicker than others, so now it's like offset by this being all thick lined and whatnot. It's separate. Okay. Slayer X, welcome back, friend. It's always a pleasure. Ugh, I need to get this thing right here. Why do I have to choose like really obnoxious outfits? I guess it would be a cylinder as its base shape. You gotta work backwards or forwards. Cylinder first, like this. You gotta keep that nice aesthetic, like this. This. Ugh, that looks so bad. Almost there. Oh my gosh. My phone almost died. It's at 1%. Alright, well, pleasure to meet you, friend. I hope to see you again soon. If that's your way of saying you're heading out. No. First, we delete some of this. Oh, okay, cool. I do. When I first started my stream, I did a lot of Undertale art. It's a really good game. I still need to beat it though, sadly. I have not beaten it yet. So I need to get around to doing that at some point. I was doing a stream of it, which I still can do. I don't know. I'm gonna mess this up a little bit. Should listen to Undertale shop theme. It's really good. Alright, I'll throw that out. Yeah! Found exactly what I was looking for. Ugh, I don't want a trap remix though. Bone Trussel. Snowden shop remix? Let me see this. Hopefully this is a good one. Is it this theme? Pacifist run first though. Yeah, I am actually. I don't want to hurt anyone. I love them too much. Oh, this is a really good song. I like it. Super chill. So this is a cylinder. Like this, annoyingly enough. It's like a cup. Ah, the original one. But this one's so nice. Alright, fine. Undertale Shop. Extended. I'll do this one. This one? Oh. I love the music in this game. It's so fantastic. Somebody did a really good review of the Undertale soundtrack. And he talked about how it's really Toby Fox. I think Toby Fox actually did the music for it and wrote it, I guess. But he set it up to where all the music's like digital like this, right? It's all that 16-bit. But then he uses... Yeah, it's very nice. He set it up so at the end, it's like acoustic for the last song when you're for New Home. That's what it's called. This song, oh my gosh, it's so good. So I haven't even finished the game, right? And I was watching the clip for this, and I was like, I was getting tears. I was like, it's so perfect. It's so good. Especially there's one part where I guess you gave I think it's on the murder playthrough or whatever, where you can like kill everyone. I forget what that's called. And Flowey, oh, that's really good. Oh, you mean like working on your art while listening to it? Yeah, I hear you. The problem is I didn't want to listen to all the music until I beat the game, because it has that like connection. And if you listen to it otherwise, it's not as like powerful as after. Genocide, yeah. One of the Genocide endings where Flowey has your, or not Flowey, Azrael has your heart, and he's fighting you, and then it goes through like all these flashbacks, and it's like you're filled with determination. I was like, oh my god, it's so good. It's so beautiful. Maybe I'll finish it this week. I have Kingdom Hearts 3 and like I couldn't care less. But I'll have to play through Undertale this week. You know what, this needs to be thinner lines is why I'm having trouble with it. There we go, like this. Actually, I want this one to go a little bit more like right here. And this one to be a little bit higher. To kind of point at the thing. It's so powerful. Resident Evil 2 remake recently came out and I cried. That's one that I apparently need to play. I played Resident Evil 1 when it came out on the GameCube way back when, and that was awesome. I got in such big trouble for having that game. My mom like I grew up in a very Christian household. I'm still Christian. But my mom saw this part where, what's it called? There's like crows that come down and attack you. And she's like, Justin, my name's Justin. She's like, Justin, I don't like that game. It's so gross and violent and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Mom, no. I think she made me take it back. I can't remember. Something happened. I think she made me take it back, but all of them, even Nemesis, the bad one. I played a Code Veronica X before that, but she saw that part, and that's like the tamest part of the game. It's just so funny. It's like, it's a good thing she saw that and not like one of the really bad parts that are like graphic and gory. That game was scary. It was awesome. I remember there's the part where I think they're like spiders or like these big guys are coming at you in the hallways. And I had no ammo left except for like 2 shotgun shells, and I was like, I'm dead. I have 1 more HP. Like, hit on me until I die. And I'm like stressed out. I'm like sweating, playing the game, and I'm like super into it. And luckily, I killed it like right before it got to me, and that was the last part. that had like any zombies in it. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. The game's crazy. You should see the move when the dude has lasers run through him and he falls apart. What the heck? Is that in 2? Or is that in a different one? This needs to come down. Soundtrack is so friggin' beautiful. That's the importance of like knowing art though, and like artistic integrity is you create stuff like Undertale, where it's just you trying to make something that's wholeheartedly like good. No ties to the idea of like, oh, I want to make money. It's just like, here's my story that I want to tell. Let me make it, let me show you, and you get something as pure and like endlessly beautiful as Undertale. I have a lot of respect for Toby Fox as a person, especially because he came out with Deltarune. He's like, I got money, I don't need more money. Have Deltarune for free, all of my fans. I actually don't know how to draw this part. That's interesting. It's a lot of trouble for me. I guess I could just ignore it and not draw it. I could just have it bend around here and go the other way instead. I could cheat. I'll have it be like right here. Because it's this part that I'm trying to draw. These like spikes. You know what? I could just get rid of it altogether and just have it go like this. Just be sleeves or something. Sometimes you just gotta take the easy way out. Yeah. If you need help anatomy, let me know. Well, okay, so what I'm running into is this right here, Kentaro. It goes like this, and then it's a cylinder, right? And on one end of the cylinder, it folds back, and it goes like this, right? And then on the other end, it does the opposite. But I also want it to look aesthetically pleasing. I guess the problem is that it's not pointing outwards, is what it should do. And that's what I'm running into. I was animated today and it takes a long time to get a frame done, but it's worth it. Oh, yes, I agree. Well, that's one of the crazy things. If you're that into animating, like, that's impressive. Because a lot of people, when they get into the nitty-gritty of it, like you're saying, it could take sometimes like an hour just for one frame. But that's your first step to being like a triumphant animator that's like super talented, super good, because once you have that full understanding of just like working, like, this is my plan for the day, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna spend an hour per frame, and I can get 8 of them done in one day, and I need 32 of them. Like, if that's your mentality as a person, that discipline, you can accomplish, you're gonna like go so far, you have no idea. Because usually it'll turn into like, artists are limited by the amount of time that they're willing to put into the piece and the amount of effort that they're allowing to like expend on it. So the best artists are people that are like, okay, this is what I need to do. How do I get there? All right, I'm going to spend all that time just trying to get there. Accomplished. Move on. The ones that don't make it that far are the ones that are like, well, I don't want to spend this much time on it or expend this much energy, so I'm just going to be content with wherever I'm at. And that goes for like livelihood as well. You know, that's how people go from like, oh, I make tons of money to I make some money. So, you know, it's really cool to hear that you're that interested in what you do, because that's, yeah, 10 frames done in 5 hours. That's so, like, I'm proud of you. I don't even know you that well, and I'm proud of you that you can accomplish that. That's awesome. If when I was your age I couldn't, I would have been like, this takes too long, I'm clearly doing it wrong, I'm gonna move on to something else. lose my interest in it at some point. Even now, I'd probably be like, I don't know, I'm doing something wrong. Am I doing this right? There's like this bone here. I want to simplify this. There we go. Undertale OST Sugoi. What about where's Undertale mashup remix? I don't know what this is. Original Toby Fox. It doesn't say what songs this is. Whatever, we'll find out. Gonna go bang my head on a lead pipe. I shot my entire team with a mortar strike in Arma 3. Espose, that's hilarious. That's great, man. It's good to see you again. Or, yeah, see you. Ooh, it's pretty good. Nice remix. Alright, I'll check that out next. So what I'm doing wrong is I'm perceiving it wrong because I'm sticking it to the cone, right? Which this shape isn't bad, I like this actually. But what it needs to do is actually go out like this. Or be okay with it warping a bit like this. Maybe not. I don't know. This is confusing to me. There's always one part of the picture that breaks my brain trying to get it done. This is actually not bad. Looks like it a little bit better. There we go. No, still not good enough. Wait, maybe it's because this needs to fold over. Wait, that's kind of nice right there. No? Ah! I'm losing my mind. You just Megalovania gives you PS. Fallen there by holder? Alright. Dang, that's impressive. Juggling both is really good. That's gonna be really cool once you start college. Just be like, yeah, I animate. What of it? Everybody else is gonna be struggling and you'll be like, it's just business, man. Sit down for 10 hours, get it done in one night. What's next, teacher? Bring it on. Is that what he says? Oh, that must have been Sans. Your boy Sansus. Samus.
You take another step forward, should be burning in hell.
Sans, no. I thought we were friends. Do you want to have a bad time? Sans, no. I thought we were friends, Sans. This is actually pretty good. I'm just gonna ignore the spiky part and just call it a day. Cause not like call it a day, but just ignore the spiky part on this one. Nobody's even gonna notice. Literally first post. Where's the spikes on the other arm? Yeah, I'm missing it. Giving up already, Pilferpup. You don't got what it takes. Yeah, well, that's what I was telling you. The ending where you're like fighting Frisk. Yeah, Frisk. And it's like it shows a flashback of you in the house with like Azrael spending time together, and it's like really comfortable. And it goes back to the fight, and it's like you're filled with determination. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm crying. I haven't even played the whole game, but the context of just that setup was like so good. I'm a sucker for good storytelling when it's combined with like really good music, because that's like the pinnacle of how you can tell a good story, is having like a nice song to go with it. The problem is a lot of movies now don't actually have like that interesting music to go with the stories that they're telling, so it's like I couldn't care less. But then you have something like this where it's like solid soundtrack. You can't help yourself. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's right. So it's like this right here. Alright, let's see how this all looks together. now that I went through all of that effort. Combine those two together. Turn this bad boy back on. Oops, what's this? What's this? Okay, cool. Ugh. Oh, interesting. I like that. You're fighting Kara, that's right. Reminds me, check out Fallen Down by Game Chomps. Okay. Wait, I thought I was listening to something else. If it's a video, specifically, you can put it in the YouTube favorites channel in Discord and I'll check it out. If it's a song, I should put in song requests actually. Song request channel. Let's see. Game chops. Falling down. Ooh, nice. This one. It's so good. So good. I think we're gonna get along well, you and I, as ASD. Ultra Instinct Shaggy can be a DLC in Mortal Kombat 11. That would be awesome. The crunch of new $5 golden chicken deal I can't see. Wow. Which frames do I need? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oops. Get rid of this and get rid of that. It's crazy because like the soundtrack actually rivals that of like the old school classics like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy VI in its own right. That's pretty impressive. Oh no, what have we done? What have we gotten into? Oh no, here it comes. Will ever come back with the cigarettes he went out 12 years ago? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. That's great. Deku, rescue me. Alright. This needs to come out more, I think. There we go. Because I want to show that hip. Alright, bud. Can I freak you out a little bit with the fact? Sure. This all might need to come up a little bit higher. sadly. No, not that. Take two. Is it Papyrus and his brother's name being text names? Because if so, you're late. There we go. Something like that. It's supposed to be lower. Maybe if I do this. I'm sorry, my Lalafell. I don't mean to hurt you. There we go. Something like that, maybe? I don't know. She's definitely like her. Come on. Her body's going like this and then like that. Instead of it being like this and then like that. It's like breaking right here. Whatever. Did I change this something? Oh, there it is. Wait, that was not too bad. Google and search watch and all are set to... Oh, yeah. I just... Did you get that from the Shane Dawson video? I just watched that the other day. Ya later, 50. Oh, okay. See ya later, Esposito. Oh, you mean frog. Never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. It took me an hour and 40 minutes just to do like the collar. That's so sad. Like this upper part took me like almost 2 hours. I don't know what this is. That's the problem with me taking too long on this piece is like I'm changing a ton of it because I'm improving while working on it. Maybe her upper body needs to come down. Actually, that looks pretty good. Yeah, straight down like that. Actually, I like this a bit right here, so I might change her thing to be... My room won't stop smelling like lemons and I'm getting concerned. Did you pee in your room or just drop lemons in there? Maybe. Maybe it's because her spine is too broken. That's better. What? What happened to the other arm? I don't need that, whatever that was. I need that, whatever that was. Not the leg. That's just an example. I do like this little gem right there. Whatever that is. Get rid of that. Cut. Do this. Alright. Listen to Rogue Through the Dark. You got it. I want to hear this song. Oh, listen to the Rogue one next. Wow, that's some really cool picture. Sharax, or Sharax. I'll check it out in a second after the song. The song. Can I do this right here? And then I don't know what this is right here. I guess that's her, like, pants or whatever. Oops. Pretty interesting song. I definitely need to just beat this game. There we go. Okay. This one. Hey Peppers, how's this piece looking, friend? Let me check it out, bud. You were born on your birthday. Oh my gosh. Oh, Taylor. This is looking good. So this is when you get to learn the fun part, Taylor. Foreshortening. Oh. Sorry. Alright, Taylor. So this looks awesome. I love these shoulders, by the way. You defined that line really well, because for the silhouette, you don't need a lot of that detail. You have this very, very well defined structure to this right here. This silhouette, these lines right here and here, and here, and it looks really good. It's easy to read, and then all that detail you have inside, which is perfectly fine because we know what the body's doing from the silhouette, you know, what goes around it. And then all the detail on the inside just reinforces that idea, and that's basically exactly what we talked about, where it's like first show what the character's doing and then reinforce that idea, as long as the original concept reads well. So you have that, like, the pose looking really good, and then everything around that enforces that concept to make it more fleshed out. And so you did that really well right here. But what I was saying is foreshortening is the next part, because you have the triceps? Whatever, the arms. Right here, but they're coming outwards, right? Like that. So you'll have this kind of opening, and it's going to be hard at first to understand how that works. But think of it as like these tubes, right? Like this. You know, and then you can do this in any direction that you want. And that's how you'll design those parts. Is like you have that tube come out like that. Right here, that tube, and then you'll have the fist outside of it and have it connect like that. The fist connect like that. Then you can erase that part right there and this right here. But this looks awesome, alright? So don't think that I'm taking any points off because you didn't use foreshortening. Foreshortening is really hard. It looks like she has big old legs. The foreshortening is just really difficult to learn. And so that looks good, and then you can have this, like, yeah. So it looks really awesome. And then you can get rid of that, like this, and this. So now you have that outfit that's like pressed into her elbows. Like this. You can have the rest of her body here. Actually, her navel would be like up there. It's like, yeah, power stance. Turn this off. There we go. She's like, yeah. And then she can have a like crazy, I don't know, whatever outfit she's wearing. I'm just putting her in like generic Dragon Ball wear, where she's got like the baggy pants and they're just like energy. And all that energy going on. Be loosey-goosey about it, because it's gonna feel great. Just trying to give it like a sash or something right here. But yeah, that looks really good, Taylor. I love it. The face looks really nice. There's like a lot of expression in there. And then the hair flowing looks really good too. I like that these horns, because I see that you line them up. I can see that they start right here with that corner. And that's what we talked about last time, and that's really good because they line up with this corner. So now it looks like it doesn't look like they're just floating a bit on the head somewhere, because I could show you some of my old, oh my gosh. Okay. I was like, I did not delete my character, did I? Where's an old piece that I've done? 99 lives. Never in Modern Talk. Okay, she's like, I can go even further beyond. It's looking really good, Taylor. Where's an older piece of me? Mine. Or even a newer piece, honestly. Trying to find one that looks at first glance like it's good, but it's really not. Oh, here we go. This is a good example right here. This one I did, how long ago was this? It's so embarrassing to show like older art that I've done, but it's a journey, right? So this one, at first glance, probably doesn't look terrible. It doesn't, I'm sure it looks like okay. It's acceptable. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Just a second, I just closed like everything. Luckily, I didn't close the chat for some reason, which is nice. Let's see. I pop. Okay, cool. Let me put on some music again. Just a second. The heck? But I don't have caps lock on. So if I do this, oh my gosh, my keyboard's being a butt for some reason. I think it's telling me to stop streaming. Keyboard, no, you don't get to decide my fate. You don't get to choose who I am. What the heck is happening? Well, let me explain this before I do anything else. Oh, there's like a million things to do. What button did I push that's like breaking my thing? I just want to listen to Undertale Shop again. That one was pretty good. It's just such a pretty song. Doesn't she sell like your shirt as well? Sorry, like everything's breaking at once. Okay, so what was I saying? I think I was talking about this. All right, so at first glance, you know, it looks all fine, but this eye, because I wasn't lining things up right, so this ear actually, let me use this color. What the heck is going on? Just a second, let me, sure, I'll just save it as this one again, because it doesn't really matter. I need to restart Photoshop before my head explodes. Skip loading optional third-party plugins? Yeah, please. I don't even know what that means. I'm freaking out, guys. Okay, so at first glance, it probably looks fine, right? I don't know why this thing's tripping me out. Oh my gosh, what is happening? This might actually just be the end of the stream. So there's a. Can I just do this, please? This is like the worst. It doesn't. I can't draw like anything. Oh wait, is that working? Oh, am I? Is everything fixed? Is it fixed? It is fixed. All right, cool. I'm sorry. So at first glance, it looks fine, right? But this ear lines up with like the eyeball, right? And then this one lines up kind of with the eyeball, and this corner of the eye lines up with nothing, right? And so if you look at her, which is this character is actually the one that I'm drawing right now. It's a belly rub. So like it doesn't line up at all, right? And it just it probably looks okay, but there's no like rhyme or reason. And then this one, this ear, and this lines up with like the bottom of the mouth. That ear's like this, it's like huge. They're like mouse ears. So there's no consistency to it. And then look at like how giant this arm is and how big this one is. And it's just like it's it looks like they're crying like ooh. And it's just little things like that. And when they don't line up, like this mouth, this nose, if I turn, then the nose is like over here, right? It's like lined up here. But you want it to be in the middle, so you have to draw like this, kind of like you know, make a straight line for the face, and then you know, line the eyes up right here. And it's stuff like that. So at first glance it looks okay, but once you take notice, and that's why I always emphasize, you know, doing the beer mug looks lit. Thanks fam. Oh, cool. It's fixed for some reason. I had to hit shift or something. Also, thanks for the likes, guys. I really appreciate that. All 7 of you that are here with only 2 likes. What the heck, man? Am I not doing enough? You can listen to "Let Me Live" by Desrocks. All right. But I'm digging all this music. Des Lives. Wait, what's it called? Desrocks. "Let Me Live" by Desrocks. What's a redraw? Oh, okay. Let Me Live. Is this a band? I can't listen to this. It's gonna mad copyright strike me. Sorry. Sorry, Esfose. I apologize. Everybody's battling me for song requests. Not that I mind. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I could, but there's always like a million other things for me to work on that I just work on those instead. this is kind of fine. Wait, what? Oh, it's white, that's why. Oh, thanks for the likes. 99 lives, never modern talk. And it's copyright free, you guys. It's time to stop. Where are your parents? No, that's cool. I'll play it. I'll play it after this song. Sorry, Esposé. You gotta give me non-copyright music, fam. And then I'm more than happy to listen to it. So just like... Maybe I'm not alone. This is a character I identify with the most. Sad face cry pants. Get out of here. I just want to move or friggin' whatever collarbone. Thank you. Yeah. It's stoned beyond belief by 99 lives. Okay. Silver thinner. I don't know if that's right or not, but whatever. What's this? Who dis? Okay. Hey, did a quick paint over if you want to check it out. No! I'm gonna be so sad. I should finish this before doing it. Before checking it out. Oh my gosh, Steven is wearing something weird. And I want no part of that. So I'm just leaving that song altogether. Something already. Okay. No swearing, please. Kentaro, is this gonna break my heart? Where did you post it at, friend? Did you send it to me, Kentaro? I don't know where you posted it, Kentaro. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. I do want to check it out. I'm gonna be so sad once I... Okay. The problem is, like, these legs are so short, and Lalafell have short legs, but... Oh, right. Well, that's what I'm worried about. Like, I like getting it after, because I know myself, and I know that I'm gonna want to do the best version of it. And if I see that your version is like a drastic improvement, I'm gonna shoot for that, and I'm never gonna finish it. I'm just gonna give up. Or not give up, but I'm gonna like move on to something else instead with the idea of coming back to this. So that's why I'm like, oh no. There we go. Maybe like this. No, that's not right either. Wait, did I? Oh well, too late now. I want whatever this is. It's without a... It's actually not that bad. Can I do this? There we go. So now I can converge those, I think, yeah. Although this, I messed up a bit. Oh well, I can just change it. What were we saying? Oops, that's not what I wanted. Pop out chat. Excuse me. Saxophone? Yeah. Weird but good, right. Yeah, it's definitely a different song, but I do appreciate it. It reminds me of this other song that is really good. It's called The Mechanical Man or something. That's not right. Oh, Ruler of Everything. Oh, it's right here. This one's really good. It's such a weird song, but it's so good. Hey, did a quick minute, blah blah. Just saying if you want to check it out. I haven't shared yet. No. I know some people don't want to see while they're working. It's up to you. Yeah, I'm the same. Glad I asked before. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm still curious, and I really do want to know. Because if it's something that I can fix right now, I want to do that. But I think it's better to learn after, unless it's specifically for what's it called? Dang, she looks so good. I do need help with the eye though, Kentaro. I don't know how to do that expression, the like, yeah, you know, that like cute anime. Because the lips are cute, I like that. The eye looks pretty good with that thickness so far. I don't know if I like these eyelashes though. I just converge those because who cares?
You're making me cry, this is the way that I am. I've been living a lie, a metamorphical scheme.
What?
Oh no, oh yeah.
It's such like a interesting song because it keeps evolving. Oh yeah, this part. Ah. Alright, let's see. I kind of want to put her other foot up, but that's fine. It might just not like be thick enough. The hip goes up, and then this goes down like this. I think. Can the pelvis do that? So then this must be like, I guess it's like similar enough. I think it's just right here in her chest that might be like off. I mean, it's good enough, sadly. Is it? I think it might be too... It might just be the way that the legs are broken up, that they look a lot smaller than they are. Because everything lines up like pretty well, right? It might be her stomach too. There we go. That little bit helped a lot. It's like my signature is like soft tummies. Although this also, I think, needs to go back a little bit more, like right there. Perfect. Let's connect. Yeah, she's so cute. No. Oops. Sorry, I missed a lot. I'm gonna go. It's 11:05 right now, and it's school tomorrow. Alright. Pleasure to meet you, ASD Draws. I hope to see you again, friend. Have a great night. I'm definitely gonna check out your content. See, how's this friend? Alright, let me see. I don't know what song this is. This is a pretty good song. What was that song you wanted, Expose? Now that I'm playing copywritten music because it's past the 2-hour mark. Basically, as long as that 2 hour looks good. Because then I could just mute anything past that. Let's see. Cigarettes, 12 years old. Oh, Let Me Live by Des Rocks. This is for you, Esfose. This is good. Yeah, I like it. Oh, what the heck? I accidentally pulled up emojis and it's driving me nuts. I already really like the song. It almost sounds like White Stripes, or rather White Stripes probably sounds like them. Ooh, Taylor, this looks really good. Hey! Those hands look awesome. Those hands look so good, Taylor, because there's like a really nice feel to this like gesture like this. It doesn't look like a fist, but it looks like this, which has a little bit more like life to it. And that corner for the shoulder looks super nice. Like spot on. This is so good, Taylor. And this right here, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Yeah, like I'm trying to put a change in it and I can't. That's the whole point. Is I can't add to it. Maybe, yeah, even there's like, it's perfectly fine. That looks so good. And what's nice is, I actually like more that she doesn't have like a full fist. She's doing like this, something more like this, because it fits. I feel like it fits to her personality, and it just feels really good. So that's awesome. Like I wouldn't even add anything to that. Oh, it just looks really nice. And I like that her hair is coming out of the frame. That's so sick. Very nice, Taylor. 1,000 out of 10. It's like perfect. It's perfect. Ooh, thanks, friend. Of course, my pleasure to teach you. I think this is gonna be the last song for the night, though. And then tomorrow I'll probably color this. I might try and fix some of this a little bit. This is a really good song. I'm gonna have to send this to my dad. He'd love this. Alright, y'all. I think that's it for tonight. Oh, jeez. This song's so good, too. I want to keep, you know what, I'm just gonna color, because why not? Because I can. I can do whatever I want. It's my stream. It's my stream, Mom. I don't have a bedtime. Just happy to seeing art pieces come to life. Agreed, right? It's so fun. That's what I'm all about, friend, is like trying to help others have that same kind of joy that I have in drawing. And like seeing you improve is so awesome. There we go. So now it's a little bit higher than the other one. Oh. Do that.
that good old sound is ringing. They don't know what they're missing. Legs ain't got time to
This
lay
one's a
low.
little bit higher.
Knees are bending, so it's time to get up and let go. Hey, brother, listen steady. Put down your brick, you ready. It's hot when things get messy. Keep booty shaking, you know your head has no right to say no. Tonight it's ready, set, go. Baby, can you move around the rhythm so we can get rhythm to the roll and get us a rock and roll round? Let's down, down, body, body, coming like a super hottie. Let's go, let's go, hell no. Baby, can you move around the rhythm 'cause you know we're living in the fast lane, speed up, it ain't no.
Foolish mortal, I am dead. I am died. Is that right? Oh, this was supposed to be. Alright, whatever. Right there. And then that lines up down here. Okay, just make sure. Ooh, what song is this? Mystery Skulls Hellbent. This might be too open. There we go, that's a little bit better. There we go. Alright, man. Have a great night, Kentaro. It was a pleasure, Red. Sweet dreams, bud. Thanks again for your help. It was a pleasure. I just gotta figure out the colors. It's like purple, I think. It's like dark purple, bright purple, dark purple, and gold. It's a really good song. I don't want to listen to that song. Ooh, this is a good song. If you want to see the paint over, if not, totally fine. You can send it now if you want. Cause I'm done with the line art. I'm just gonna paint it, so I'll look at it after and maybe you know, change it around a bit. Especially with the face. Thanks for the friend. Or thanks for the critique. So we'll do. I wanted to do. If I'm gonna have a purple, okay, so I need like a green background, maybe like this, like that. And then the line art itself has to be like a dark green because there's gonna be a bunch of purple in it. So it's gonna be like this color here. And then maybe a little bit darker green towards the bottom. Just to make that pop out a little bit more. And then a very dark, kind of more vibrant green for the bird face. Maybe a little bit in the face. Yeah, accentuate that a little bit more. That'll pop out. Well, no, it's fine. And then oops.
another minute. Couldn't bear another day without you in it. All of the joy that I had known for all my life was stripped away from me the minute that you died. To have you in my life was all I ever wanted, but now without you I'm a soul forever haunted. Can't help but feel that I had taken you for granted. No way in hell that I could never comprehend this. I wasn't dreaming when they told me you were gone. I was wide awake and feeling that they had to be wrong. How could you leave me when you swore that you would stay? Now I'm stuck inside of every single effing day. It's like a movie but there's not a happy ending. Every scene fades black and there's no pretending. This little fairy tale doesn't seem to end well. There's a night shining everyone away me from the spell. I know you said it's madness. You're trying to do what's right, but in the middle of this madness, I'm the one. Red light roses, fill my head with dreams that bind me. Always closer, innocence and your friend is gone to take the place of you. I know you're broken down by anger and by sadness. You feel I left you in a world that's full of madness. Wish I could talk to you if only for a minute. Make you understand the reasons why I did it. I wanna tell you that you're all that ever mattered. Want you to know that for eternity I'm shattered. I tried so hard just to protect you, but I failed to. And in a prison of abandonment I'm jailed too. I never planned that I would leave you there alone. I was sure that I would see you when I made it back home. And all the times I swore that it would be okay. Now I'm nothing but a liar and you're thrown into the fray. This bedtime story ends with misery ever after. The pages are torn and there's no final chapter. I didn't have a choice, I did what I had to do. I made a sacrifice and forced a bigger sacrifice on you. I know you lived a nightmare. I caused you so much pain. But baby, please don't do what I did. I don't want you to waste your life in vain. Red light roses, fill my head with dreams that bind me. Always closer, innocence and your friend is gone to take the place of you. You're not the only one who needed me. I thought you understood. You were the one I needed and you left me as I always feared you would.
Oh, congrats. That's awesome. Now to get you geared up. Oops. Caffeine must have. Shadows is good too. Caffeine. Need caffeine. Caffeine. Actually, there's another one that I like better because it has a video and I like watching the video. It's just so pimp. Song of Sugoi. Alright, what was the last one from Shadows? Yeah. This one. Oh, no. No. From Shadows. Yeah.
Born with no life, into subjugation, treated like a worthless animal.
Stripped of all rights, just a lesser being, crushed by cruel, ruthless human rule. When it started, I knew you were the chance to live all night. Now it's darkness, taking anything we want and we will rise. We'll rise, from shadows we'll descend upon the world. Take back what you stole. From shadows we'll reclaim our destiny. Set our future free in the
Working on my facial expressions. Got to. Ooh, I'll check right now. The computer's trying to break. Uh-huh, I did it.
nothing but your reaper, primal bloodshed. It's all that's left to do.
Nice. Oh. Ooh. Perfect. Ooh. I like this expressions. These are really good, Taylor. Just a second. I need to find a song that's not gonna drive me insane. Like some pogo. There you are. This one's still my favorite. Alright, let's see. Very nice, very nice. I appreciate that you didn't just change the face, you drew the whole thing from scratch both times instead of like using the base and then changing the face. Because you need to refine that feel for the head by simplifying it by drawing it over and over again. And I think that's really good. The faces look really good. Yours lined up pretty well on both. It's really good. I like that. I like that. And then the lines for the eyes looks really fun. And then the other one, big grin. Very nice, Taylor. This is awesome. I like the cheekbone looks good too. There are low cheekbones. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm trying to see if you can do like oops. Do like this. Yeah, I think trying to have yeah, I'd line up the cheekbones with the nose is what I would do. Do like this. And then you can do it like here. There we go. And then same with this. Yeah, that one's actually really nice. This one's already like fine. I think. There we go. I don't know. I'll have to study that a little bit more just to really get that down, because I don't know how it's supposed to, how cheekbones are necessarily supposed to work. Because then there's like also cheek fat that you take into consideration, rounds out the face, that you take into consideration that rounds out the face. So I think that's something to think about. This one like this. Looks too wide. Her head might need to be bigger, but I can always change that later. Wish upon a star. I'm like losing my mind. Wish upon a star. Oh, there we go, folks. Trying to give her that nice orange Kool-Aid look. I want to do grow fonder. So cute. Refining my hands. That's good. See, all those practices are like, they're so key, and you got, you know, you do each part and then you start understanding all together. And then once you feel like you're good on practicing those things, it's good to just do studies of like photography of people. Let me link you to this site. I'm not gonna put it on the Discord because it can be misconstrued as like inappropriate. There's two ways you can do it. You can do it with nude models, or you can do it with clothed models that are basically in like underwear, if you're more comfortable with that. But it's poses, and it's basically just models. Let's see, it's Pixel Lovely, I think it's called. It's called Line of Action now. It used to be called Pixel Lovely. So I don't know if this link works, but let me see. It works for me. I don't know if it'll work for you. But what it'll say is, what do you want to draw? All models, nude or covered. I'm recommending covered. Whatever you do is you. But for the sake of my PG stream, I'm saying only covered models. And then include both male and female, because it's important to just practice both of those. Whatever you do is fine. What kind of session? I would do class mode, but it's up to you. Actually, you know what you should do is all the same length, and then do 60 seconds. Taylor. So time interval 60 seconds, and just do as many of those as you feel comfortable with, but save all of them. And I do mean save all of them. If you're using a program, you do a new layer, sketch it out, pause when the new picture comes up. You can do 2 minutes, either 60 seconds or 2 minutes, but what I recommend is doing 60 seconds for maybe like 10 minutes to 20 minutes. Half an hour would be key, but that's 10 drawings. That's like nothing, right? And then 2 minutes, I would do 10 more of those. And if you can do those 2 sets, that's nothing, right? But if you do those twice a day, just 10 minutes, and then I guess it would be 20 minutes for the other one. Yeah, so that's 30-minute practice altogether, and I guarantee you're gonna get so good so fast, like you have no idea. In one session from my art class, which was it's called Drawing for Animation, and basically all you do is draw models all day, and you go from like 30-second intervals to You start at 30 seconds and you do that for like 10 minutes, and then you do 60 seconds for like 10 minutes, and then you do 2 minutes for, it was, oh my gosh, it was like 2 hours because it was a 3-hour class, and it feels like it feels like a marathon. Like emotionally, you could feel it in your chest. Your hand didn't hurt too much because you have these nice big canvases to work with, but you feel it, like your brain feels like mush by the time you're done, because your mind is trying to understand the body, and like it's compressing it in all these places. It's trying to see it at different parts and move it all together, and it's doing this. It's trying to form it in your head, and your eyes are trying to connect these parts, and it's wild. But after 1 semester of that class, like my drawing just exponentially changed, and it's just because of like that consistency. And if you can do 3 hours like 3 times a week, oh my god, like 2 times a week, it was 2 classes a week, 2 times a week of just like putting that session down for 2 minutes for 3 hours straight. Taylor, you're gonna be freaking crazy. But that's something that you can decide to do whether or not you want to. Anyways, I recommend that. Sadly, I can't post that in Discord because misconstrued as like PG-13, so I'll just leave it like this. But anyways, enjoy. I got an awesome finishing move. Ooh, nice. I'm excited to see that. This is your theme song, Taylor. This and Cake Wedding. Let me check out that picture. I think you said you have a new one. She looks pretty nice. Oops. Oh no, that's fine. Oh, it's because it's not round, so I need to round it out. It looks weird right now. It's be like. The heck? Where did I put the? Oh, there it is.
It begins on a dark night. Look at this. You're not gonna find another girl like her in a million years.
It's all so magical.
I've never
And fun.
sorry ride that fast.
Someday a boo.
And does the same.
Never done and I've never
And fun.
sorry ride that fast.
Someday a boo. Do you trust me?
Say to me,
Have my life.
wonderful
Time in my you should
salam.
Father. And does the same.
Say to me,
Have my life.
wonderful Jasmine.
you should
Salam.
Father. And does the same.
I'm going to free the genie.
I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
Oh, whoops.
You should
I ran away, and I am not going back.
Let's make some magic!
husband. You Jafar. Husband. Jasmine. Jafar. Husband. Jafar. Husband. Jasmine. Jafar. There's this girl.
Done and I've never
Fun.
sorry ride that fast.
Someday a boo.
And does the same.
No time in my life without you.
Done and I've never
Fun.
sorry ride that fast.
Someday a boo.
And does the same. I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
You should.
I ran away, and I am not going back. And I am not going back.
It's mine. It's death.
Ja, Handjutsu took it. Down Mecklicht. Ja, Handjutsu took it. Down Mecklicht.
Sorry. Ooh, Lalafell. I sent the hand doing like open gesture. Okay. Crush cannon. Crush cannon. Ooh. I like that. I like the use of that name cannon for like beam attacks. Because it really is just, you know, like a cannon. That's so sick. That actually looks really good, Taylor. I honestly don't think I could pull this off in as good as this. Yeah, because all of them do point down. I think maybe the pinky could point in a little bit more. And then the thumb on the top side. So right now your thumb is going like this. You should have it go like this. Instead of this. And then this pinky doing the same. Yeah, like, or at least the pinky could overlay like that and just be a little bit outside. So it's like that. Because this looks really good. And then, yeah, do this. This is pretty close. Yeah, try and understand your hand like a square. And then understand like the spaces. So like if it is like this for you and me, that's who.
Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Kind of like this, and then you can go like this, and then if you think of it like squares, kind of like that. So if it goes in or it goes out and then like this, and then like this. But that still looks really good. I actually like yours a lot because it feels like when looking at it, I could already understand the gesture you're going for, like that powerful, like pushing the energy to the palm of your hand, and so it works really well. I actually really enjoy it. I think I am gonna call it here though, Taylor, just because my head is starting to hurt. Not necessarily hurt, but I'm getting that like exhaustion, that emotional exhaustion from drawing this whole time after working all day. So I appreciate you sticking around. Keep up the awesome work. Actually, I think you sent more, didn't you? Oh no, you did the heads and then the hand cannon. Finish a move. Yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it all. Have a great night. Stay safe. Woof. Bye.